Close your eyes and take several slow, deep breaths as you bring your attention to Jesus within you. Imagine that you're looking at him with eyes of love and faith, and that he's looking back into your eyes with love. Continue this deep, relaxed breathing as you inhale his love into your body. As you're slowing down and recollecting yourself with him, you may notice distractions begin to arise. Pause now to acknowledge each distraction. You might say, I'm distracted by, fill in the blank with whatever it is. I trust you with this, Jesus, as you name or journal each one that comes up. Rejoin when you're ready.
I am the vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away, and every branch that bears fruit, he prunes it so that it may bear more fruit. You are already clean because of the word which I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I in you. Just as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, but must remain in the vine, so neither you can unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. The one who remains in me and I in him bears much fruit, for apart from me you can do nothing. If anyone does not remain in me, he is thrown away like a branch and dries up, and they gather them and throw them into the fire, and they are burned. If you remain in me and my words in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified by this, that you bear much fruit, and so prove to be my disciples. Just as the Father has loved me, I also have loved you. Remain in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in his love. These things I have spoken to you, so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be made full. Apart from you, I can do nothing. Oh Jesus, this is true. Apart from you, I am only destruction and self-absorbed, untrustworthy egotism. All power to do anything comes from you. Anything apart from you is undoing. Jesus, don't let me be the dried up branch to be burned. This is who I am apart from you. Receiving whatever I wish seems more plausible when I think about all the attachments withered or shattered. I would be truly and purely in you, and everything that I wished would be for you, not out of motivation for myself. When I'm remaining in you and bearing much fruit from you, you are glorified, and we are proven to be your disciples. And the fruits are not works, accomplishments, or numbers. They are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. And I can see how releasing my attachments will lead to this. Jesus, teach me how to keep your commandments. I trust you in this. Jesus, I want your joy in me, and that it may be full to overflowing from your Spirit inside of me, the river of living waters. I know that the path to this is death to self and life in you. Please shatter my attachments. I trust you in this.
If you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in his love. These things I have spoken to you, so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be made full. This is my commandment, that you love one another, just as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that a person will lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. No longer do I call you slaves, for the slave does not know what his master is doing. But I've called you friends because all the things which I have heard from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you would go and bear fruit, and that your fruit would remain, so that whatever you ask of the Father in my name, he may give to you. This I command you, that you love one another. Jesus, I look into your eyes with love as I open my heart to looking at my own life. I invite those of you listening to pause now as you reflect and journal and pray through this question. What does my life look like when I do not love my brothers and sisters as you, Jesus, have loved me? Consider emotions, behaviors, attitudes, and beliefs, and rejoin when you're ready. And now, to become more specific, consider the last 24 hours. Perhaps consider thinking of now and working backwards through your last day. Where do you see specific instances of attitudes, emotions, beliefs, and behaviors that you did not love others as he has loved you? You may be tempted to just respond with a thought like, everything in the past 24 hours looks like that. But I encourage you to think through and identify each specific instance that comes to mind. Not in a sense of shame or beating yourself up, but simply, honestly, and objectively looking at life as it is. Rejoin when you're ready. Jesus, I see that I begrudge acts of kindness as if I am my own. I think about how I want people to think how great I am. Even acts, and I literally mean acts, of kindness are done in a spirit of pride and self-goodness. I feel angry, controlling, and even scared when others aren't doing what I think they should do. I carry a general feeling of defensiveness and hiding myself. I look for ways in my mind that I might be impressive, or I worry that I'm not. Jesus, I confess that I've made my life about myself. I ask your forgiveness. I am desperately in need of your atonement. And I humbly and gratefully receive it from you, a river of living water cleansing me. What would it look like to be truly and completely about you? To love my brothers and sisters the way that you have loved me? Let's turn our attention now to this beautiful life that he is calling us to by contrast. Take this time to imagine what our lives would look like if it were explosively true that we loved our brothers and sisters as he has loved us. Spirit of Jesus, we invite you to guide our minds and imaginations in this. Please lift the ceiling and show us what you want us to see. Pause now and rejoin when you're ready. Jesus, praise you for the life you are bringing to us. I believe that when I love others as you have loved me, my pride and ego, defensiveness, insecurities, fear, superiority, judgmentalism, and my need to control, they would all dissipate and ultimately leave my life. I would see those around me full of love and compassion, really seeing, really hearing, really loving. I would not get in the way. I would not be defensive or even hiding myself. I would clearly see that I am a moral pauper. Acts of sacrificial kindness would spring up naturally and joyfully. Jesus, the thought of this is so refreshing, breathtaking. I long for this. Please bring this into my life. Shatter all these attachments that I have, that you will become what fills me, not me. As we close, take this moment to ask him to open your heart to why he might be showing this to you now, and rejoin when you're ready. Jesus, we thank you for what you are showing us. Please keep our hearts soft and our minds choosing you, coming back to you, admiring you. We love you, Jesus.
If the world hates you, you know that it has hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, I chose you out of the world. Because of this, the world hates you. Remember that the word I said to you, a slave is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you as well. If they followed my word, they will follow yours also. But all these things they will do to you on account of my name, because they do not know the one who sent me. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would not have sin, but now they have no excuse for their sin. The one who hates me hates my Father also. If I had done among them the works which no one else did, they would not have sin. But now they have both seen and hated me, and my Father as well. But this happened so that the word that is written in the law will be fulfilled. They hated me for no reason. When the Helper comes, who I send to you from the Father, namely, the Spirit of truth, who comes from the Father, he will testify about me, and you are testifying as well, because you have been with me from the beginning. My child, I am with you. Come to me, not yourself. I'm stronger than all the world, all the disbelief, all the hate.